I'm Stephen Main. Welcome to the Main Report. Well, today is a black day for Australian journalism. After 127 years, the private equity owners of The Bulletin magazine have turned it off life support. No farewell edition, no ongoing presence on the web, no changes to a monthly, nope, executed by press release this morning. Now I've got to say, I've been a keen reader of The Bulletin over the years, and I've put to you today a collection of some of their more interesting editions. This is the last one, 2 days before Australia Day came out, and can you believe these New York bankers have just gone bang and shot it. How ironic that John Lehman, the editor, said this in the opening paragraph of his final editorial. Down here in this great southern land, we take mateship seriously. Asked to nominate true Australian values, almost 40% of those who took part in a special Bulletin survey came up with mateship or loyalty. Now it's fair to say the legendary Kerry Packer knew a bit about loyalty. There's no way he would have closed down the Bulletin. But his son James, well, he seems to be a fairly unsentimental character. First, he flogged off 75% of PBL media to CVC, the New York-based private equity firm. This is what I told ABC Melbourne's John Fain about CVC's likely decision-making processes.
Well, I guess at one level it's not surprising when you put a private equity firm in charge of a loss-making magazine. The sentimentality and the history isn't really considered so highly.
The other interesting element in this is that the announcement came just 2 days after it was revealed that Lachlan Murdoch and James Packer were teaming up in a $3 billion deal to privatise Consolidated Media Holdings, the company which controls 25% of the Bulletin. Now you have to say this was somewhat of a Murdoch shock, and conspiracy theorists might ask the question, did they have a war plan, which might have involved the Bulletin? Frankly, I think the truth of the matter here is that the New York private equity bankers just made a heartless decision to close the Bulletin. They own 75% of the business and they control it. But it would have been nice of James Packer to at least put out a statement today lamenting the magazine's passing. The final question is, what is the future of media in Australia? Well, the internet is clearly on the rise and print publications are clearly in decline. I'm Stephen Main, doing my best to be an independent voice in an Australian media scene which now has even less diversity after the passing of the Bulletin. May it rest in peace.